Yes, y'all missed out on the jewel on this one. Yeah, y'all let the foolishness and other stuff turn you away from this book. Before you put me on the coon train or write me off thinking I'm crazy, okay? I'm not Kanye, all right?
Put this hat on and made me feel like Superman.
I want to tell y'all about this book, so make sure you stay tuned and we're going to chop it up. See you in a minute. Hey, it's Tieesha, and I am back with another great video. Thank you for holding. So I hope that in the meantime you went ahead and hit that thumbs up button, because this video is going to be good. And make sure you also go ahead and subscribe to my channel, okay? Yes. Okay. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Because there's some great content on here. Go back, look at my playlist. Join me on other social media platforms. But let's get to why you're here. You want to hear about this book, The B Word Switch, okay? I say enough cuss words on my channel, so I don't want to keep saying this word, because growing up, you know how my mother taught me, anyone call you this, it's time to fight. And you remember the Queen Latifah song. Okay, so to me, it's not really a term of endearment, but with this book here, The B Word Switch by Omarosa, this is her first book. She is kind of taking this word from what other people would call assertive women in the workplace. Yes, okay, we as women, we have to get out there and work. That's what we do, okay? We can't hide from it. But there are few rules out there on how we should conduct ourselves in the workplace, how to, you know, get ahead, and while still having character, a backbone, and, you know, yes, we could still be soft, you know, we could still be feminine and have our grace, but yet there's times where we have to just, you know, put our emotions to the side, which is, as women, we are geared, you know, to be nurturers and to have that soft side, that care, that compassion. You know, if you're hurt, we nurse you back to health. However, there are times where, speaking from the experience, my background of being in the military and also being a police officer, there's times where the soft-spoken, you know, woman is ignored, and you have to first put your camera in focus, but next you have to find that voice. You have to put your chest out, you gotta have a backbone, and you have to lead with your confidence, and you have to be sure of yourself and stand firm. You know, a lot of times I'm described as Officer Hooks from the Police Academy movies, where I'm very soft-spoken, polish my nails, I wear makeup, and it's like, okay, listen up, please listen to me. Then nobody's listening. You got to put your big voice on and get people to listen to you. Yes, that's how you have to do it. And I'm telling you, when I first heard of Omarosa's first book, when I first saw it, it was when she was on the Wendy Williams show.
Wait. What? You said you was going to straighten me out. What the hell was that? I said, smooth you out. Smooth me out? What does that mean? We're going to talk and have a nice conversation. Let's have a conversation. Omarosa. Oh, no, I know how to chill. Okay. But I will not be disrespected. Okay. This is not the time for you to look for your moment. I invited you here. Oh, I know how to find my moment. What is I understand. The book. We're going to talk about the book. All right, well, let's get to it, Wendy. Oh, don't, I want to look at it and show it to, well, then show it to Kenny right here. No, Kenny has the camera right here. This is the up-close camera. Would you like it to be seen? The book comes out in October. What did I just do? Nothing, right?
And apparently there was some type of beef between Omarosa and Wendy Williams, to where we never got to focus on the book. It was just about this, and that's when, you know, it was still painted for Omarosa to be this reality TV villain, this Trump ass kisser, stuff like that, you know, but that was not her at all. You know, in the workplace, as a Black woman, a lot of times we are looked at being that super spiritual mother, you know, where we always have a prayer for you. We pray over food. They look at us, even dating back to our enslaved days, when Black people were slaves, we were often seen, if we had a position of authority, we were usually the mammy, you know, and when they make characters such as Aunt Jemima and things like that, you know, we had our ass bucked and we just, oh, Massa, I love you so much. You know, we're still playing off those stereotypes here in 2018 as a Black woman. You know, you're not expected to be articulate. You're not expected to stand firm, and you're expected to still like go off in a corner and pray and go to church to get your energy, then come and deal with the bullshit on Monday. And I'm like, Tieesha, how come you saying bullshit and all this but can't say the B word? I don't know. It's a new breed of us. You know, we are not the Aunt Jemimas of the past. We are not this where we're going to take a lot of stuff. When we come into the workplace, we're educated, we're confident, we have our grace, and we demand a presence, and we're gonna also demand your respect, okay? The bitch switch. And I said it for the first time. There we go. The bitch switch book. It's mainly like it's like a self-improving journal. It gives you stories, tips, and tricks of the trade to better yourself and establish your presence in the workplace without necessarily being negatively labeled the angry Black woman or, you know, the Aunt Jemima coon in the workplace. No, you can come in there and totally own your profession. Yes, you're qualified to be there. Yes, you worked hard to get there. No, you did not just lay on your back, get on your knees, or kiss ass to get there. You have your rightful place there, and you know you're going to stand firm. So in this book, a few of the pages that I've dog-eared has some really good quotes or advice in here. Omarosa, she talks about being a leader. And that's one thing when you come into the workplace. My goal when I come in there, I do not want to be at the position that I got hired with my entire life. I'm not going to give this company, you know, my good years at that same position that they hired me as. No, we are about climbing that ladder, and whoever's in the way is just a rung in the ladder that you're climbing to get to the top. If you want to stay on that side or build your own brand and make your experience you gathered in the workplace work for you. So, one quote here, I guess I dog-eared this page because it says that a man who is a leader is called a visionary. A woman who is a leader is called a bitch. And this very concept keeps women from enthusiastically ascending to leadership positions. Most women managers are unable to recognize, embrace, or utilize their power and advance their own ambitions. And that's one thing that I want to touch on. When we are in the workplace, you know, we don't have to, and it's very important as a Black woman in a leadership position or any of that, it's very important that you have a style that does not make you bipolar. Being in law enforcement, a lot of times I've experienced supervisors and upper management who were straight bipolar, where one day they'll be like, oh yeah, welcome to the team, and you're doing such a great job, and yeah, we're all gonna go have breakfast tomorrow, come join us. But the next day, they wanna write you up and get you fired. Like they wanna fuck up your whole livelihood, you know what I'm saying? So me and my leadership style, I'm just going to stay consistent across the board. You know, yes, if there's situations where I have to, you know, have a strong persona and bring it, then yeah, I will do that. And I kind of mimic how I perform in the workplace when I have to stand up against wrongs or, you know, things of that nature. I kind of take it on as being one of the flyest attorneys in the courtroom, you know, or even as a judge, you know, you sit there, you listen to both sides, remain neutral, and then you drop that knowledge, and your knowledge is going to be correct because that ruling is going to set on that. Or as an attorney, when I used to be in traffic court or criminal court, I had an attorney tell me, always look the part. You know, even the most shittiest attorney in law school is going to show up with the suit, his appearance, his knowledge. You could tell the dirtbags from the high dollar ones. And those are the ones who are going to be on top of their game. They told me when I come to court, always have a trifold or something with papers in it. The papers could be absolute bull, but when you come there, you look prepared, okay? You look prepared and ready to proceed on. And the way you carry yourself, hold your shoulders back, speak with confidence, pronunciate your words correctly, make eye contact, show respect for the judge that's in there, but most importantly, control your emotions. You know, when you get into this emotional cataclysmic cluster fuck, then all of your logic and stuff like that goes out the door because you're so set on your feelings and your emotions. Yes, feelings and emotions are real, but facts and other stuff stands up and it takes precedence. And that was absolutely right with this passage that I just read. There's also exercises to help you develop a leadership style or to work on your presence in the workplace and also your confidence and things like that. This was just important. If you're a woman in the workplace, this is what you need. Now I see why the hoopla was put around us to keep us not focused on this book. They wanted this black woman with style, grace, intelligence, she was articulate, to be portrayed as this character because this other character sold. Omarosa as a, I guess, a consultant, a mentor, you know, someone to mirror in the workplace, that would have empowered too many black women in particular to own their positions in the workplace and not be that docile Negro. I want to put it out there. So it's talk about having influence. Make sure that you're always listening or following someone that helps you get to that next leadership step that you seek. Also, make sure that you are doing things and improving yourself, building your resume and your experience to help you get to that next rung in the ladder. Don't just stay stagnant. Don't stay at work and just do what you got to do. You know, do enriching things before and after. And then while you're there, use that time too to express your interest in doing something else. Now, if you work at a job where you can't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, you got to do what you got to do. However, you should be always improving yourself to keep climbing. Being at the bottom, no, especially on a planet where the coastlines are eroding, your butt need to keep on climbing and getting up there because soon you're going to find yourself underwater. All right? That's a quote from Tieesha, Essex, 2018. All right? One of the greatest things I got from this book was something about knowing your policies at work. Now, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. And also, too, you know, at your job, there's trainings, there is annual policy updates or whatever that a lot of times people just flip through and just sign it like, oh, some more bullshit. And you really don't go back and look for it until you need it. Well, by that time, a whole bunch of fuck shit done went on in the workplace and you done got bamboozled, a lot of times even fired or done wrong, or you got cheated out of money or opportunities. So it is best to always know your policies, know where to go, and read. Know that policies and stuff like that, majority of the time, is put out there to protect the interests of the company, not you per se, but there is law. There are other avenues to go to ensure that you are being treated the way you're supposed to be treated in the workforce, okay? So, in particular, this week, for the last couple of months, you know, there's been a issue that I've been battling, and at times, you know, you just want to kind of go along to get along, which is very dangerous. I do not recommend that for anyone, but never let fear of being, you know, fired or something like that because you're speaking out against your rights hinder you from speaking out against your rights, okay? As long as you are doing things by the book and you are staying just and firm what you are doing, you go ahead and you proceed out, okay? Going to bed stressing over work the next day or stressing over your shoulda, woulda, couldas is going to lead to more stress, okay? Make sure you do what you got to do so that you can make it the next day and that you can excel and be your best. Once again, I highly recommend this Bitch Switch book for every woman in the workplace, okay? It took me a while to get my hands on this copy after I read Unhinged, because everyone wanted us to focus on Unhinged. And now I'm seeing how Omarosa took a different approach with releasing her next book versus the first one. I'm not sure how the sales went for this one, but it is absolutely underrated to the 50th power, okay? You need this book in your life. You need to read it, revisit it, participate in the activities that are inside, and definitely share this book. So I'm going to leave a link for it where I got my copy in the description. Yeah, because like I believe it's out of print. It's just are hard to get to, but hopefully this video here helps her to get more copies out there, and this book gets into the hands of more and more women who need it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any comments you have in the description. Make sure you share this book. Join me on my other social media platforms, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.